Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on Idea Factory International being at the Anime-Expo of 2023. And also, they are celebrating their 10th anniversary of Idea Factory International, the company in the West, their Western division. So in another video, I might give my thoughts about that, how it happened, why, what happened with the X, Y, and Z. So with that said, I have to say, they did announce 4 games, and some of them I knew that was going to happen. Well, one of them, and I'm going to talk about it later, but they announced 4 games that's going to come in 2024. So as of right now, besides Dokkapan Kingdom on Steam, Mary Skelter Finale also going to be on Steam this fall. So that's it. Anything else, I think they're done. Most of the announcements are going to be 2024. So of course, one of the game I did talk about in a different video. I called it. It was going to be 2024. Another game that's a surprise, finally for the first time on a Vert console or the Xbox ecosystem, plus 2 more new Otome games. So I'm going to give my thoughts about those. With that said, I'm going to give my thoughts on what was announced on the Anime-Expo 2023. And spoiler, it's not Mary Skelter 2 for the PlayStation 4. I know. I want to give thoughts about that on a different video. And there's really sort of a history behind it, what's happening and why. And why even I have a feeling, and I think the majority of people, even Idea Factory International knows that the chances of this game going to be on the PS4 is dead. It's gone. It is what it is. It sucks, but that'll be a different video. So with that said, first, I'm going to give my thoughts on the announcement of 2 Otome games that they announced. I'm not really an Otome fan, but there are a lot of people within the community that love this game. So again, kudos. And you might say, why is it always a Switch exclusive? Because it sells better. The people behind that Design Factory, subgroup of Idea Factory in Japan, already stated that it sells well on Switch because you can bring it anywhere. Granted, on Steam also, to some extent. But again, there are still games that's exclusive to PS4. Dead Alive, that's, it's a visual novel to some extent. But again, that's not really a Otome game, if you know what I mean. So the first one is My Next Life as a Villainous All Route Lead to Doom Pirate of the Disturbance. Wow, that is a long name. Oh boy. So yeah, so it's one of the new Otome games they announced. A lot of people were basically excited about it. So I'm going to give a synopsis of what it is. So what is this game about? Katarina Klaas is a young woman born into a family of nobility who has a memory of her past life as a high school student. She was reincarnated as a villainess in an Otome game called Fortune Lover. Exile or death were all that awaits her in this new world. However, she managed to evade these ends and somehow made it through the years to spring break. So technically, I guess an isekai Otome game. It is what it is. So again, hey, there's a lot of features here. You want to know about it, links in the description box. But yeah, so interesting. First Otome game. And then the second one, Sympathy Kid. So what is this one? Well, step into the shoes of Akari Amasawa, the newest designer at the app developing company Estario. Upon receiving your first annual performance review, you are tasked with breathing new life into the company's flagship app, Estarcy, which is under threat of closure within the next 6 months. While you don't dislike your job, you're not deeply passionate about it either. Up to 6 romanceable characters, perhaps passion lies elsewhere in the workplace. More of a slice of life. So again, by the description, it looks like it's you're in a business, and then you got 6 male NPC that's going to help you. Again, Otome game, not my thing, but yeah, there you go. They announced it. So like I said, these 2 games are Switch exclusive. Again, it is what it is, sales, but hey, better than nothing, right? Because like I said, in the Idea Factory community, there are a lot of fans of Otome games. Awesome there. So now, the bigger 2 that I'm excited. So first of all, yes, finally, for the first time in history, a Neptunia game will be on the Xbox. So if you see the trailer, it's so funny that Neptune's basically making reference to Vert, because if you don't know Vert, the reason why she's called Greenheart, she is a Microsoft 360 To some extent, maybe Xbox One, I don't know. The lore's starting to change a bit. But the original setup, the premise was that she is a 360. So finally, a first Neptunia game will be on the Xbox. So it is a big deal. And not only that, it's going to be on the Xbox One and the Xbox Series XS. So, yes, if you read the article, there's a little bit of confusion. I think it's Xbox One or Series XS. That's really it. And hopefully there is some boost mode, but if the PlayStation version didn't have any, what are the chances for the Xbox One? Just saying, I know Steam does, so it goes run in 60 frames. That's awesome. So this one will be released in 2024, and they also made a note, unfortunately, that the game will be based on the PS4, PS5 version, patch 1.01, which is the controversy ESRB because someone screwed up. Again, can they update that more? Yeah, that's probably going to cost money. So they probably just said cut their losses. Yeah, somebody was, a newbie, let's just go with that one. But is it a big deal? To some extent, yes, because if you know the history with Xbox and Japanese company, they don't support Xbox because, again, in Japan, it's zero existent. In other country, they don't associate Japanese game with Xbox. Mostly it's PlayStation and to some extent Switch. It is what it is. So why now? Well, if some other company are trying with Atlas, and again, probably Phil Spencer saying, hey, look, we're going to give you a lot of money. Again, it's going to suck for Phil Spencer to do that, but push comes to shove, you're going to have proof why play Neptunia game on an Xbox, because look at what happened to Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. He admitted it. The reason there's no Xbox version is because due to past Legacy Collection, it didn't sell well. Just saying that. So to anybody who's a Neptunia fan and you are an Xbox fan, you might want to buy this game. This is what you call, I'm going to call it the Neptunia test, kind of like the Capcom test. So if people are not buying this game on the Xbox, they're going to get that information and say, we tried it. It didn't really work. So again, you got to make that note there. And I bet that Idea Factory International will do whatever it takes to compel Xbox owner to get this game. Again, if you're Steam, Switch, or PlayStation 4, you're done. That's it. Because especially it's PlayStation, which is originally was associated with anime games. That's why people love PlayStation. With Xbox, it's about sports and Space Marine. Again, so just for a lot of people, you're gonna have to take the note. And if you want more Neptunia games on the Xbox, you gotta prove it. I mean, look at what happened. There's some Neptunia game already on the Switch because people are buying it. They're showing some interest on it. So again, premise, of course, is the same, but now options are there. So kudos for finally decide to put it on the Xbox. Why now? Who knows? Maybe a lot of them, they're probably saying, maybe we'll give Phil Spencer a chance. But again, like I said before, you gotta buy it because if you don't and they see it, that's it. So the biggest one here, and I called it, everyone called it, and I did say this is going to be a 2024 release. When? And of course, it's also been confirmed, there will be an English dub. So my guess will be between March to May of 2024 for this game. That's what it is. So I knew it was going to be a 2024 release because it's going to come out this year in Japan in 2023. It takes time to dub the game. It's not just with a snap of a finger, you dub the game, you're done. No, it takes time. And Idea Factory International have admitted multiple times that they're not big. They're not Square Enix. They're not Capcom. They're not Nintendo, etc., etc., etc. They cannot do a worldwide release. Atlas, to some extent, are trying now, thanks to Sega, because even Sega themselves, now they're trying to do worldwide release. But I know there's still some problem. I mean, little side note, Lost Judgment had a sort of a minor controversy, and Scott, who was in charge, said, yeah, because we had to dub it and we were trying to do worldwide release, and this is what happened. So for me personally, as long as it has English dub, awesome, take your time. So with that said, yes, Neptunia Game Maker R Evolution will be coming in the West in 2024 for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch. So no Steam, of course no Xbox, because again, we gotta see that test to see if it works. So What is the premise for this one? Neptunia Game Maker R Evolution. The latest installment of the Neptunia series has arrived. The goal of this game is to rebuild and manage a game company. Build your company and turn it into a huge corporation. This latest entry to the world of Neptunia is better than ever. The battle system had been expanded and now allow for a 4-person party dungeon can be explored on a high-speed motorcycle, and the Heartful photo mode will let you express yourself via fun manga-like creation. So of course, some of the feature of this game is Game Studio of the Year. You basically remember the main character in this one is older Nep. Yes, it's supposed to be called Adult Nep, but the word adult, I guess a lot of people probably gonna have some dirty minds. So they're calling her now older Nep, I guess, for just, again, probably Sony doesn't like the word adult again, like in a sort of a meaning behind it, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Build games and boost your party. It's time to vroom vroom because you can have a bike, and then party management 101. So apparently, from what I understand, that this game, it is going to be like sister versus sister, but this time you're a 4-person team. And of course, in my previous video, I introduced the new CPU. And from what I understand, that this game is going to be in an alternate dimension again. So again, it is what it is. But yeah, kudos 2024, and it will have English dub. But the interesting part here is that the character design. So yeah, the main character designer is still going to be Sunako, famous artist. But there's also going to be, for the supporting characters, Katsuyuki Hirano. So now probably more art is going to be in it. It is what it is. But I do love Sunako's art. Of course, she's doing other things besides Neptunia. So awesome. I knew it was going to come out. Like, again, it's a no duh, but at least now there is confirmation. So with that, that is my thoughts on the announcement that Idea Factor International did during Anime-Expo. It is kind of unfortunate that it was a stream. I bet you they really couldn't do it. That would be nice if they could, but again, it costs money. And of course, obvious, no Mare Skelter too. I know it's a broken record. It's a fun and giggle thing that I do. But like I said, on a different video, I'm going to give my thoughts about that. So anyway, with that, I'll see you guys later.